Good morning, or as all of our farmers here would say, good midday. But it's really great to be here to be able to celebrate the ag community. Jeremy, Chris, Doug Leckleiter, Marcy Gormatanu, who are here, and lots of members of the agriculture community. I'd like to call you all up to join us. Whoever would like to join, feel free. But really excited to be here with my two new colleagues who represent the Agricultural Reserve, Marilyn Balcombe and Dawn Luedtke. It was an honor and a privilege to be able to represent the Agricultural Reserve in District 1 for the past 4 years. It's an honor to be able to serve as the Planning, Housing, and Parks Committee Chair that oversees agriculture on the County Council. And I'm just incredibly excited to be able to celebrate our ag community in Montgomery County. An ag industry that in Maryland represents 6,000 full-time farmers, contributes more than $8 billion to the Maryland economy, and employs more than 350,000 Marylanders. The Agricultural Reserve is the most important land conservation decision, not only in Montgomery County, but perhaps anywhere in the United States of America. It has been a model for smart growth. It has been a model for agricultural preservation. It has been a model that we all take very seriously here, that we are going to continue to protect and to preserve. It's part of what makes Montgomery County so special, ensures that we have the urban, the suburban, and the rural that make Montgomery County such a great place to live and to raise a family. And we're so lucky to be joined here by so many different farmers, so many different farm families, so many different individuals who represent everything that agriculture is in Montgomery County. And I'm just so grateful to be able to be here with you to celebrate this important day. So I want to call up my colleagues here first before a couple or a few guest speakers, and then we'll read the proclamation. But with that, let me turn to Marilyn Balcombe.
Thank you, Councilmember Friedson. Not only is the Agricultural Reserve an important environmental asset in Montgomery County, but it's also an important economic driver. With well over 500 farms, our agricultural industry adds to our vibrant economy. Our farms are active in food production, commodity grain production, horticulture, livestock, and in the equine industry. Our farmers also support many farm-to-table programs, including farmers markets, community-supported agriculture, roadside stands, and many pick-your-own opportunities for our community. I live in Germantown, and I feel blessed that I can be in the Ag Reserve within 10 minutes. Whether it's strawberry picking, apple picking, taking a hay ride to the pumpkin patch, or being a part of a community-supported agriculture. Many of the farms in my community have been integral to my family as my daughter was growing up, and for me now on the weekends. Today is a great reminder as to how important farming is to our community. The farms support us and nurture us, and we have to do the same. Farming is a business, and we need to make sure that our farms are economically viable. I thank you all for coming, and I'm so proud to be your representative for many of you on the council. Thank you.
Well, welcome everyone, and I know today is the 50th anniversary of National Agriculture Day, started in 1973, and I like to think a lot of good things happened in 1973. As noted by my colleagues, our Ag Reserve and our farmers here in Montgomery County are a vital part of our community and directly contribute to our health and well-being. We grow produce, livestock, commodity crops, turf grass, grapes for wine, barley and hops for beer, and let us not forget our cideries, and an impressive range of products. And many of those folks are here with us today to celebrate. Fun fact, many people probably don't know that Montgomery County holds the distinction of having the most acres planted in berries of any county in Maryland. And farmers practicing sustainable agriculture also support the well-being of our planet. So we have been leading the way in these initiatives here in Montgomery County. They do things like planting cover crops, use integrated pest management systems, and have solar panel farms, for example, like the cattle pastures that power the milking parlor at Rock Hill Orchard. It's really important that we continue to support the Ag Reserve and recognize the vision that folks had back in the 1980s to set this aside so that we can build a bridge for the next generation of farmers. And I'm especially excited to see members from the new generation of ag leaders like Anvita Davella, who's here with us today. And she is a freshman at Damascus High School. And I want to thank you for all that you're doing to represent agriculture amongst our students here in MCPS. Thank you all for the work you do to support our communities, our quality of life, environmentally and economically. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Anvita. We have a lot of ag leaders here today. We're very fortunate. We have 3 speakers who are going to join us. We're going to start with somebody who has been absolutely essential and instrumental to the county council and the county's work in the ag community, Jeremy Criss, who has been an advisor, he has been a confidant, he has been somebody who has lifted up the ag community voices to make sure that the issues facing farmers, particularly going through some of the most challenging times over the last several years, are elevated here at the county council. And so with that, I just want to turn it over to Jeremy Criss.
Thank you, Andrew. Good morning, everyone. It's always a tremendous opportunity to showcase agriculture in Montgomery County, and this day, National Agriculture Day, is definitely one that we can be proud of the farmers that are behind me, as well as all the farmers that we have in the county. I've been blessed and privileged to work with the farm community for my career, and I just have a lot of memories, and I know that it's a tremendous community to work for, and they're going to be in good hands. I'll be retiring towards the end of the year, and so we've got some plans for moving the Office of Agriculture forward, but today is really important for us to focus on agriculture as a whole, the farmers that are behind me, as well as all the farmers in the county. And thank you very much, Andrew, and the County Council for this opportunity to showcase agriculture.
Thank you, Jeremy. Obviously, big shoes to fill. If the ag reserve is going to be environmentally sustainable, it has to be economically sustainable as well. And Jeremy Criss never lets us forget that. Another person who never lets us forget that is Doug Leckleiter, one of the great ag leaders that we have. And with that, Doug, if you could share a few remarks.
Good morning. You guys really did your homework. I don't have anything to say. You said it all. But it is an honor to be here and to be able to represent the vast Montgomery County ag sector. Again, my name is Doug Leckleiter. I'm a farmer in Laytonsville. We grow corn, wheat, soybeans, and sod along with my wife and son. I'm the current chair of the Montgomery County Agriculture Advisory Committee. And I'm here to say that ag is alive and well in Montgomery County. I'm not going to go through these ag facts because they've already been hit. But I want to say that Montgomery County is some of the most innovative farmers in the country. One of the first in the nation to implement no-till farming, which drastically reduced soil erosion. We do contour farming. We do precision farming. We use GPS with variable rate fertilizer applications. We have new sprayers coming out in the future that will use photocells, and they'll only spray where there's weed. I mean, and Montgomery County will be in the forefront of that. We have ag entertainment, ag breweries, ag tourism, equestrian centers. We have pick your own. We have creameries with ice cream. Anything happening in the state of Maryland is happening in Montgomery County. Only we do it better. No one sector dominates any of this. It's a group effort. And as I mentioned earlier, ag is alive and well. Farming is a business, and it evolves with the market. As the market changes, farmers will adapt to continue to be profitable and viable. And we hope we can continue to work with this county council, which has been a blessing in the past, with these changes to foster an environment where Montgomery County farmers can successfully fill the needs of the community and the country. Thank you.
I know how innovative it is. When I went out to the Ag Reserve a couple years ago, I went up on a combine, and I was told, don't worry, we pre-programmed for it, even you can't screw this up. So it certainly has taken agriculture to a whole new level here in Montgomery County with innovation. But with that, I want to introduce another ag leader, Marcy Guaramatanu, who is here with us. And please, if you could share a few remarks.
I don't know if I'm an ag leader, I would dispute that. So you hear that I have an accent is from Dickerson. I was actually born in Zimbabwe and I moved to the United States in 1998. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would ever become a farmer, and it actually really did happen by accident. I was looking for a place to do something else, and this farm came as an opportunity. And so my sister and I bought this farm in 2020, in fall of 2020. And this is one of the greatest decisions that we ever made. So as a farmer, I've discovered a few things that you need to know a lot of things. You become a scientist. You need to know about the soil, you need to know about the climate, the atmospheric changes and all those things. So it's been challenging, but it's good. You also become a laborer. You work hard, lots of effort, and it's farming is very labor intensive. So therefore, that's why it's not attractive to everyone. So kudos to all these people that do this daily. You also become a marketer, so you need to learn about the market and the people that you are supplying your produce. You also become a finance guru, that is how to work hard and still not make money. But it is very rewarding. And for me, the reason why I say it is very rewarding is that we provide some of our produce to Mana Foods, and we've also just made a new contact with Jen that's here. So we're community farm share, correct? So so one of the things that happened last summer, I went to drop off food at some community kitchens, and I saw very long lines of people waiting to be fed, and also long lines of people coming to collect food. I think that made it very rewarding for me to know that I'm part of this, I'm part of the solution. So I think to everybody that's here, that's standing here, and those that are not here, they are really doing a great service to the community. Our journey has been made possible because of these farmers. I turn back to a lot of these people to ask for help, and they never say no. So thank you to all of them. But one of the big challenges that we face is labor. I'm really a one-person farm. And so I don't know how we can resolve that. So hopefully, as we continue to have discussions, we'll find solutions. Thank you very much.
Well, I think we'll all dispute. Marcy absolutely is an agricultural leader and a farm leader, and we're really grateful to have you here today. We're very grateful to have everybody here. We've hit the educational element, we've hit the farm to food bank element, the family supporting aspect of the economic role of agriculture, and now we're going to read a proclamation to bring it all together. So if my colleagues could join me. We have a proclamation from the County Council of Montgomery County. Whereas this year marks the 50th anniversary of National Agriculture Day, created in 1973, a very important year, to recognize and celebrate the vital role our agricultural stewards play in nurturing and protecting natural resources while enriching our daily lives with their harvests. And
whereas Montgomery County agricultural community encompasses more than 500 farms with more than 10,000 people employed and more than $280 million in annual contributions to our local economy. And
whereas the agriculture and natural resources sector has seen the largest job growth rate by percentage over the last 5 years, with the number of jobs in the sector growing by 239%. And
Whereas during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, agricultural producers continued to innovate. New agriculture operations opened their doors, contributing to more opportunities for nonprofit partners to work with local farmers to provide fresh and affordable food to our most vulnerable populations while reducing food waste. And
Whereas our farmers and agricultural producers consistently win awards for their products and services, serve in leadership roles in state and national organizations, and are the driving force behind one of the nation's largest volunteer-run fairs, the Montgomery County Agricultural Fair. And
Whereas during National Agriculture Day and every day, Montgomery County residents can admire the Agricultural Reserve and the professionals who have dedicated their time and efforts to making it the jewel it is today.
now therefore be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland hereby celebrates National Agriculture Day and honors those in the agricultural industry for the vital role they have in our economy and supports the continuation of our county's farming, heritage, and culture. We commit to serving our county's farmers in the same spirit of service through which they tirelessly grow, care for, and provide for Montgomery County. Signed this 21st day of March in the year 2023 by myself, Andrew Friedson, and Councilmembers Marilyn Balcombe and Don Luedtke. Congratulations.